is lying. Huwag kang maglala, hindi kita cite in contempt. Hindi ako magmumosyon. Hindi ako magmumosyon na cite in contempt ka.
Ito mga kabayan, panarin po natin to kung bakit po na-cited contempt si Ambassador Lackinao dito sa Senate hearing na ito ni Senator Bato de la Rosa. Panorin po natin ang nagaganap sa Senate hearing na ito para malaman natin ang mga katotohanan, mga kabayan.
What the government Ambassador Lackinao is saying is utterly untrue.
This resource person is lying. Huwag kang maglala, hindi kita cite in contempt. Hindi ako magmumosyon. Hindi ako magmumosyon na cite in contempt ka. Madam Chair, I move to cite in contempt Ambassador Lackinao.
Uphold the motion to cite Ambassador Marcos Lackinao in contempt. Delgra?
I'm here, Madam Chair.
Yes, where are you physically located?
Via Zoom.
Nasa Hague pa po kayo? Mukhang malamig ang damit nyo eh.
Opo, so medyo, I'm not used to this kind of weather po.
Sige, yes, Secretary, please.
Attorney Delgra, kindly raise your right hand, please. Do you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth in the Senate investigation?
Yes, I do.
Thank you, sir. Madam Chair.
Yes, thank you very much, Attorney Delgra. You said you had some questions for Ambassador Lackinao. Please proceed.
If I may, Madam Chair, just a very short opening statement because I have been listening to the proceedings earlier, especially on what Ambassador Lackinao said, as well as General Torres' statement made earlier. But before that, if I may make a very short opening statement, if I may be allowed.
Yes, please go ahead.
Thank you. I thank the Senate Committee for inviting me in today's hearing. At the outset, it is our humble submission that the Senate Committee and eventually Congress to craft meaningful legislation, among others, on making persons liable who bring, cause to bring, or forced to bring Filipinos out of the country without legal or proper travel documents. We understand that under current legislation, I may not be properly informed, but it is only the person who travel or attempt to travel illegally abroad who is personally liable. In the case of the former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, he has vehemently objected his transport to The Hague, the Netherlands. When General Torre and his PNP personnel were finally able to surround and secure the person of the former president eventually into the plane and to The Hague, he loudly objected, and I quote, "You have to kill me to bring me to The Hague." He said that at least twice. That said, the former president, he has consistently said that he will face any case that may be filed against him in the Philippines in relation to his administration campaign against illegal drugs. Another point that I would like to state here for the record for the Senate Committee to consider is to review the consistent government policy to assist any Filipino harassed, arrested, detained, or even convicted abroad for whatever cases filed against them, extending in any legal assistance, including the repatriation of its citizen to the Philippines. Very recently, three Filipinos were detained in China, but were assisted by the Philippine government through this administration. And I think 2 or 3 days ago, 15 Filipinos whose cases were dismissed in Qatar, crediting this administration's assistance to our kababayan. What is upsetting and mind-boggling to me is that we have an elderly Filipino citizen, an 80-year-old Filipino, who was arrested and detained in the Philippines, allegedly by virtue of a foreign, not a local warrant, and forcibly brought out of the country to be brought to trial in a foreign court. And that is my opening statement, Your Honor.
Thank you. You had a question?
what the government Ambassador Lacanilao is saying is utterly untrue, as well as what General Torre have said earlier about the doctor.
Ano po ang nangyari sa pakiwari ninyo? Kasi sinasabi ninyo hindi totoo yung sinabi ni Ambassador Lacanilao at ni General Torre. Ano ba talaga nangyari?
Just to give context, Madam Chair, in the same way that Senator Bongo was not allowed entry when we arrived at the NAIA 3 terminal and to talk to the former president, but he was eventually brought to Villamor, we were able to follow the former president to Villamor. Apparently, the guards at Villamor were not able to see who else were in the convoy, so we were able to get in. Unfortunately for Senator Bongo and the rest, including some lawyers, they were not able to get in, despite their request that they be able to see the president. That said, I was there all throughout the day until the time he left in the evening, and Ambassador Lacanilao was there as well inside the Villamor Air Base. So as to the question number 8 of that information on the surrender and transfer of the detained person referring to the former president, hindi naman po masabi. Let's take away the certification mentioned by the DOJ, because he has personal knowledge of the fact that the former president was never transferred or brought to a national competent judicial authority in the Philippines. So he knows it for a fact. He does not have to wait for a DOJ certification to answer the question asked of him by an ICC representative.
Tama naman.
Of
Ambassador Lacanilao, gusto nyo sagutin? Kasi nandun ka mula pa sa eroplano hanggang sa The Hague, 2 days after pa. Pwede nyo sagutin yung tinatanong ni Ambassador Delgra. Alam mo naman hindi mo kailangan ng certification, di ka naman kinakailangan mag-antay pa
Nung tinurn over ko po, yung certification, may communication na po kami. Yung certification, yun nga lang ho, nagkakaroon ho ng delay na ma-receive ko.
Certification ang pinag-uusapan mo. Yung pinirmahan mo, Competent National Judicial Authority. Hindi nga dinala sa husgadong Pilipino Alam mo naman yun Kasama ka all along Oversee nga ang ginagawa mo. Di alam mo lahat.
Madam Chair, may follow up with that
Senator Bato.
Follow up on that question. Ito, very clear yung sagot mo dito do not know. Hindi mo alam na hindi siya dinala sa judicial authority.
Yun hong certification ho ng DOJ ang ano ho dyan.
Sige ka-insist nung certification ng DOJ. Ang tinatanong dito, competent judicial authority. Korte ang ibig sabihin nito. So alam mo ba na dinala sa korte o hindi? RTC Pasay or RTC Paranaque?
Hindi ko po alam.
Hindi mo alam? Hindi mo alam?
Kasi yung tinatanong...
Hindi, nandun ka, di ba? Sabi mo, ikaw nag-converse
ang ano ko nga po dyan yung certification niya. Ngayon, yung
wala naman ito kinalaman sa certification. Dinala ba sa husgado o hindi?
Hindi
yes
ko po alam.
No? Hindi mo alam? Kasama ka the whole time hanggang sa Hague.
Nandun ka sa...
Oy, magsabi ka ng totoo. We're all under oath here.
Yes, madam.
So alam mo kung dinala siya o hindi?
Hindi mo alam.
Hindi ko po alam. Kasi hindi
paano
naman
hindi mo alam? Binantayan mo mula nung dumating mula sa Hong Kong, sa airport, dinala sa Villamor, dinala sa The Hague. Kasama ko all throughout.
Opo.
Pag sinabi mong hindi mo alam, you are lying. You are lying. And nandun ka all the time Hindi mo alam na dinala siya sa korte? Hindi mo alam?
Hindi ko po alam, Mr. Senator.
May I clarify?
I think we should ask Attorney Delgra, what do you think of the answer given that he was not aware of any information regarding the competent National Judicial Authority that he signed on to? Pwede bang mangyari yon, Attorney Delgra?
I join the observation of Senator Bato that the Ambassador Lacanilao is lying. Kasi all he needs to know is whether the former president was brought out of Villamor and brought to a local court. We don't have to skirt and hide behind a DOJ certification to attest to the fact as to whether he was brought to a local court or not. He was there all throughout, as he has in fact admitted. So all he has to do is hindi po inilabas yung former president to be brought to a local court. I think that would have been sufficient for him to say. But he keeps on saying that he does not know.
Kasi ang
That's the
tamang
problem.
sagot, no. Hindi po ba? Ang tamang sagot, no. At alam niyang no. Kailanman hindi dinala sa husgado. Tama po ba?
I agree with that, Madam Chair, that the proper answer to this question would have been no.
Thank you, Attorney Delgra. Ambassador Lacanilao?
Yes, ma'am. Still, ma'am, yung nasabi ko po.
You still didn't know, in spite of overseeing the entire operation for both the Interpol and the entire government of the Philippine Republic. Tama?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Hindi mo pa rin alam.
Yes, Madam.
Madam Chair, last chance mo, Ambassador Lacanilao. We are giving you the chance to say the truth.
Opo.
Hindi
Nagsasabi
mo alam?
po ng totoo. Hindi po, opo.
Hindi mo alam na hindi siya dinala.
Opo.
Nasaan
Ikaw nag-oversee
ka sa
doon?
airport? Saan ka doon sa airport? Nandun ka sa picture?
Dun ho sa tube.
Oh.
Tapos
Oh, so sa tube
lounge.
ka pa?
Sa tube.
Sumalubong
Wala
ka
sa
doon sa aeroplano, sa tube. Hanggang dinala siya sa Villamor, kasama ka.
Sa 250?
Oh,
Sa 250, umalis ho ako eh.
saan ka pumunta?
Dun ho sa likod. Kasi meron hong waiting area dun
Sa likod
eh.
lang.
Sa likod
pero
lang,
hindi
pero-
umalis.
So
Tapos-
hindi na ho ako nag-intervene after nun eh.
Hindi mo alam na hindi siya dinala.
Hindi po.
Madam Chair, I think this resource person is lying.
Yes, that seems clear. Secretary Remulla, you wanted to add to the false testimony
Ma'am, again,
here.
the form that was made to, that he was made to answer is an extradition form. That's why the requirements that it's asking for are questions about extradition. But this is a surrender. It's a very
Yes.
different process that happened.
Yes, we've heard that argument before. Thank you, Secretary.
Aside from that form, kinonfirm niya ngayon, ilang beses siya sinasabi na hindi daw talaga niya alam na dinala sa korte o hindi.
And
Madam Chair.
I don't think they would have accepted him in the ICC if there was no certification from the DOJ at that time, because the certification was acceptable to the ICC because the DOJ is deemed a competent judicial authority by the ICC. We're not claiming to be,
Since
but
when
under
did
the system,
the DOJ become a judicial
No, under the
authority?
system of the ICC.
Justice Ascuna, I
As
think
Justice
I'll
Ascuna
leave her
said,
up here.
the
Mukha namang,
Prosecutor General,
inaakuna ng executive ang judicial power. Parang malabo na to.
Ma'am, the prosecutor in the ICC setup is part of the court. And that's why they're considered competent judicial authority, if I can understand it
Pero kung
properly.
maaalala natin,
I think we can ask Justice Ascuna.
ang saligang batas na sinumpaan natin, wala namang ganun.
Yes,
Ang
ma'am.
court, maliwanag yung
It's the
Supreme
understanding of
Court.
the ICC I'm explaining, ma'am.
Ay, nakakatuwa naman to. Saan tayo mauuwi ng ganito? Ngayon, ang DOJ na ang korte. Ganon.
No, ma'am. No. It's just the understanding of the ICC. that the
Please make up
prosecu-
your mind. Sabi mo, you have judicial power.
No, we
And
don't have
you're the
judicial power.
competent
Don't put
national judicial
here we don't
authority.
put words into action that were not really said. What we're saying is that
I
is the
think
understanding of the
same statement
ICC.
was made by your ASEC or USEC Clavano.
Yes, that is the understanding that the ICC has of the function of a prosecutor, because under their system, a prosecutor is part of the court and thus competent judicial authority. That is the ICC's way
And the same
of treating
prosecutor was in
a
fact
prosecutor.
Filipino?
Well,
Sabi,
to their
national.
understanding, it's competent judicial
Yung
authority
ICC
under the
prosecutor
ICC.
na Pakistani English naging Pinoy?
Well,
Sure ka?
ma'am, they have a different way of looking at judicial authority in the ICC. That's why the
Looking, isang
form...
tingin lang makikita mo, hindi naman Pilipino yung prosecutor nila, pambira naman.
Madam Chair, I just would like to advise Ambassador Lacanilao that, alam mo, kami dito, hindi kami nagsasite in contempt porque ayaw namin yung sagot mo. Hindi po namin ugali yan dito. Kaya huwag kang maglala, hindi kita cite in contempt. Hindi ako magmumosyon. Hindi ako magmumosyon na cite in contempt ka. Fair kami dito lumaban. Fair ang labanan dito. At hindi po kami mag-abuso sa aming power. Huwag kang maglala. Gusto ko lang. Kaya pinaulit-ulit ko. Kasi gusto ko lang talaga na magsabi ka ng totoo. Pero kung yun ang totoo as far as you are concerned, then okay lang sa akin yun. Sige lang. But hindi po kami abusado dito ha. Na ikakontempt ka kahit porque hindi ko gusto yung sagot mo. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Maraming salamat, nagtitiisan tayo. Si Asik Miko Clavano, sinabi nung March 13, ang naging role namin ay National Competent Judicial Authority to attest na lahat ng proper processes ay ginawa. Paano naman nangyari yun?
That's a certification that we made, which was acceptable to the ICC because under their system, the prosecutor general is part of the court, or the main
Part of the
prosecutor.
ICC, but
the
it's
ICC
hardly
court.
a Filipino court. It's hardly a national court, Secretary.
It's an equivalent to them. For them, it's equivalent. That's why they accepted. If they accepted the turnover of the
Equivalent is not
president,
the same po.
it's not the same. But it was acceptable to them because that's how their system works.
Okay, malinaw naman na lahat ng simula noong unang pagdinig hanggang ngayon, pilit ninyong iniiwasan, sumagot ng totoo. Ano ba talaga yung dahilan na nagmamadali kayo?
Ma'am, I will reiterate my answers a while ago. The position that my mission is just bring him to the plane that will bring him to The Hague. As to the rush, if you consider it as rush,
It is a
I am
rush.
not in
Kasi
the. I am
dapat
not
dadalhin
privy.
pa yan sa husgado, di ba?
That is your. That is the.
No,
if
that is the law, sir.
If that is the impression that was delivered to you, ma'am, ang sa akin lang is, those are beyond. Those are beyond my competence to answer. Kung sa tingin nyo rush yan, it's not rush. It's something that I have to do na talagang isakay lang sa plane because that is the order that was given to me. As to the other nuances of that order, I may not be able to answer that intelligently or competently.
Yes, baka may maidagdag si Ambassador Lacanilao. Dahil nandun din kayo, may nakita ba kayo na dahilan kung bakit kailangan pumunta sa The Hague? Total, kayo ang madalas pumunta sa abroad at kinatawan ng Pilipinas. May dahilan ba kung bakit nagmamadali tayo?
Hindi po ako hindi po ako aware o competent para sagutin po yung ganon. Kasi ang sa akin naman ho, ang naging role ko lang yung nung nag-volunteer ako na samahan si former President Muta ICC.
Lahat tayo hindi alam ang dahilan kung bakit nung araw na yon kinailangan talaga isakay at dalhin sa Hague kahit may sakit, kahit may karapatan pumunta sa husgadong Pilipino, kahit hindi pa nakikita ang pamilya, ang doktor, ang abogadong pili, talagang kinakailangan dalhin na talaga sa The Hague.
Ambassador Lacanilao, I find your answers very misleading eh. Kanina pa, yung sinasabi mo na hindi mo alam na hindi pala siya dinala sa competent court, competent judicial authority. Hindi mo alam. Hanggang ngayon, hindi mo pa rin alam. I'm giving you a chance.
Opo, ano po yung Mr. Senator, ko ano po yung nabanggit ko kanina? Yun po.
Nandun ka the whole time, galing sa tube hanggang doon sa Villamor. Nandun ka. Hindi mo rin alam, hindi mo pa rin alam na hindi siya dinala sa judicial authority.
Yes, Mr. Senator.
Hindi mo alam.
Yes, Mr. Sen.
So you're lying. You're lying. Madam Chair, I move to cite in contempt Ambassador Lacanilaw.
Last chance, hindi mo alam if nilabas sa Villamor si PRRD? Hindi mo alam?
Hindi po, Madam Chair.
Okay, there's a motion to cite you in contempt. I have to affirm. There being no contrary motion, we uphold the motion to cite Ambassador Marcos Lacanlilao in contempt.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'm giving you the chance already kanina. Sabi ko nga, ayaw namin gamitin yung power to contempt dito, to cite in contempt, pero halata na nagsinungaling ka.
Nasa dokumento harap-harapan na po. Mahirap naman yung ganito, konting respeto po.
Ma'am, again, may I clarify again, please? Ma'am, it's an extradition form. That's why the questions are answerable by in another jurisdiction, but not our jurisdiction. So it's very hard to answer something that works in a different manner.
Hindi nga sir, ang tinatanong namin sa kanya is kung nandun man siya the whole time, hindi man niya, alam niya na hindi dinala si President Duterte sa isang competent court. Kung sabihin niya, hindi niya alam.
Kaya ho nag-suffice.
Siya nga nagsabi na siya nag-oversee sa operation. Tapos hindi niya alam na kung dinala o hindi.
I hope we can reconsider the contempt citing because, sir, kaya ho nag-suffice a certification of
Kanina pa
Prosecutor
kami
General.
nagre-reconsider, Secretary Boying.
Pero kaya ho nag-suffice sa ICC, kaya tinanggap nila yung certification po ng DOJ is because under their system of government, under the system of the ICC, ang prosecutor is competent judicial authority. That's why it's very foreign to Ambassador Lacanilao. Hindi naman ho madaling malaman yan until ho pinaliwanag yan ni Justice Ascuna sa atin.
Ay, hindi
magkaiba
naman,
po talaga
hindi naman
ang pagtingin.
Hindi naman kailangan maliwanagan national. Sabi naman nationally, ang liwanag naman po nun. Balikan na lang natin si General Torre. General Torre, ano ba talaga yung dahilan kung bakit nagmamadali? Sinabi mo na hindi naman...
Madam Chair, you have ruled already the citing contempt. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair, if
yes,
you may...
the ambassador is cited in contempt. I'm sorry. Yes, General Torre, please, we'd like you to be a little bit more forthright and straightforward. What was the real reason for the rush? You yourself said this was an arrest with a warrant. Therefore, no reglementary period as articulated by Article 125 applies. Bakit kayo nagmamadali? Eto nga, may sakit yung tao.
Ma'am, I don't have that impression na nagmamadali ako. I waited for 12 hours. I worked for 12 hours to make sure that he boards on the plane. Yung purpose namin is to bring him to the plane because that's the order. That's my order and that's my mission. So,
who gave you the order?
Sir.
Who gave you the order?
The Chief of the Philippine National Police, sir.
The Chief PNP. You are giving orders to the CIDG. Who gave you that order?
Sir, I'll invoke my executive privilege.
Bakit executive privilege po? Paano naging executive privilege po? Nangyari na, tapos na eh. Sino nag-order?
Ano yung tanong, ma'am?
Po?
Can I know the question? Kasi before we continue, ma'am, I'd like to ask for the consideration of the body because can we have a 2 minutes break so I can just whisper to you?
I'll give you the break very, very shortly, but in the meantime, can we just finish with Senator Bato's query? Oo, tapusin lang po natin tapos mag-break po tayo. Okay, si Senator Bato, please. May tinatanong yata siya kay Chief PNP. At ito ay may kinalaman sa chain of command lang naman. Pakaliwanag. Sinabi na naman ni DOJ...
That's executive privilege po. Basta usapan na po within the executive department. Hindi na ho namin pwedeng ilabas dito. I think those matters are a matter of executive privilege.
Maliwanag
the decision-making process of the executive department, especially on the top level, kasama na po kami, ay executive privilege. But I have gone as far as saying I gave the clearance.
Yes, you have.
Clearance, but not the order.
Well, It can be interpreted both ways, sir.
Well, klaruhin natin, sir. You gave the order or you gave the clearance?
I gave the clearance to the SILG.
To the SILG?
Yes.
So meaning the SILG was the one who gave the orders to the Chief PNP?
Well, that's why we are citing executive privilege, because we do not want to be drawn into this long discussion.
Yes, I'm sorry it's so long, but it's also because certain witnesses have been so evasive. Arresting the president or the former president is not the quintessential and non-delegable power of the president, di ba? Yun ang maliwanag sa Senate versus Ermita. Wala namang information that's not available elsewhere. Kasi pinag-usapan na ni General Torre na nautusan siya ni Chief PNP. So, ano yung problema sa executive privilege dito? Hindi naman kayo military o diplomatic corps, hindi naman diplomatic communications to ng Pilipinas at ICC. Wala naman kaming tinatanong sa ganon. Bakit hindi masagot yan? Maliwarag naman po yung Supreme Court at may limitasyon naman yung executive privilege. Tinatanong lang, sino nag-utos? Paano ba?
Ano kasi, decision-making process po ng executive department ay mahirap pong ilabas lahat ng nangyayari. Ito yung purpose of executive privilege. That's the purpose, that's the reason why this doctrine was ruled, was drawn by the Supreme Court in the different cases. Kasi
yes,
ito right. Ang internal deliberations po ng cabinet at top-level leadership ay hindi po talaga pinag-uusapan. I think that we should give it to each other. Yung caucus po ng Senate, hindi po pinag-uusapan yan. I was once as Chief of Staff, I witnessed a caucus of the senators, but I never spoke about it my whole life because that is the way it works.
In Senate,
kasi kung meron po naging
Secretary Remulla, in Senate versus Ermita, it's very clear that General Torre is not covered by the claim of executive privilege. Arresting a person is not a quintessential and non-delegable power of the president. It's very clear. He's not a cabinet member. He's not even the chief PNP. And it's not like this information isn't available elsewhere.
And if it's available elsewhere, then we do not need the answer from him, Madam Senator.
We will let it go. Partida na lang. Marami tayong linggo na binigay ito. Pero sana mabigyan ninyo kami ng konting linaw kung bakit nagmamadali tayo ilabas ang dating Pangulo.
Madam Chair, ang sa akin lang ito, gusto ko bigyan ng DN is not really on the arrest.
Yes.
Yung pagbiyahe talaga, yung pagsakay ng eroplano, dinala sa dahig. Okay lang restuhin nyo. Dalhin ninyo sa competent court. I-surrender nyo sa RTC. Ipakulong ninyo dyan sa krami. Pero yung dinala, sinakay kaagad sa eroplano, very much premeditated na plano. Kaya gusto namin malaman kung sino nagbigay ng order. Yun lang naman ang gusto namin malaman ng committee na ito.
Again, it's covered by executive privilege, sir. I'm sorry.
Even with General Torre?
Well, it will go up to our level already.
General Torre, and then
it will go up to our level already, ma'am. These are internal deliberations which do not have to be discussed in the open. Which should not be discussed in the open at all.
Executive session?
I do not believe in executive sessions, sir, because
yes.
I've experienced it here and in the House. Habang nag-executive session, may lumalabas na information, kaya wag na lang po.
But you requested for a 2-minute suspension. We hereby suspend for 2 minutes for biological and other matters the hearing.
Ganun nga mga kabayan, comment lang po kayo sa inyong mga reaksyon sa video nito. Maraming salamat sa inyong panonood at para sa mga bagong manonood, please like and subscribe and click the notification bell para updated po kayo sa aking mga video ilalabas mga kabayan.